This video contains adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. And if you are watching this video, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. What it do, my peeps? It's your boy Tony Strongman here with another episode of Kicking It Strongman. And back by popular demand, I got the one, the only. You know him, you love him, you cheer for him. The one and only, the Total P.I.M.P. What it do, my brother? What it do? Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm glad to be back here once again. What it do, man?
What it do, man? What's been going on with you?
Man, not much, chilling, just chilling. And I see you got some more drink right here, and I'm just gonna take my first sip for the night.
Do your thizzle, my brother. Do your thizzle. So, as we all know, man, last episode, man, you spit some games, you spit some jewels in the air, man, and let them know exactly who you are and what you do. And obviously, people wanted to hear more about you.
Yeah.
And what made you.
What made me me? Because I'm me, and I'm always gonna be me.
Always gonna be you.
They trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm finna tell y'all who I am.
You finna tell them who you are.
P.I.M.P. The perfect, independent, motivated professional. You know what I'm saying? I am an independent wrestler here in San Antonio, Texas. I do work for the AWR, TWA, and other promotions around the Valley in South Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I am from South Central Los Angeles.
South Central LA. Today was a good day. You are.
And you know, I came a long way. There's a long path that I came. And I went through, and I've conquered to get here to where I'm at today. So where you are today, would you consider yourself a success? Would you consider yourself a work in progress? All of that at the same time.
All of that, a successful work in progress.
Exactly. I love your words, bro. I love your words.
Hashtag successful work in progress.
You know what you're saying.
I
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we was young men, especially back in the 90s. You know, you're an old head too. But back in the 90s, it was
rough. Called me old. Like literally to my face on my show, he just called me old. He don't want to get away with that. Don't nobody else try that.
No one. Okay. Let me say wise.
Wise. There you go.
Yeah. It takes a lot of years for us to get this wisdom.
I mean, the 90s was rough, man. It was wild. Everything was new. Things was fresh. You know what I mean? Technology was just, wrestling was off the chain in the 90s.
Wrestling was awesome.
Off the chain. Like growing up in Atlanta, like I grew up on Crockett Promotions, NWA, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and you know, not trying to be that guy, but man, them white folks, we get serious about wrestling. You tell them white, you walk on any Tuesday in Atlanta and where they having wrestling there and tell them, hey, wrestling's fake, you gonna have to fight like 37.
Back in the day, the fans knew it was real. The fans will fight you. Hey, wrestling was real.
Yeah.
It's not like nowadays. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I was a hater too of wrestling of today. I really was, because I was like, this is gone and that is gone and this is gone. But if you look at it, it's just like everything else, it evolves. Entertainment evolves into something different.
Yes, it do.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, fans wanted that realism. They wanted that seamlessly tough guy, like, oh my God, that's a professional wrestler, and he just beat up Arn Anderson, and Arn Anderson was bleeding. Now Arn Anderson in the hospital. They wanted to believe that it's real.
Exactly.
Now they don't want to believe the illusion, but they want to feel the entertainment. You know what I mean?
So you saying the illusion is gone?
Pretty much, yeah. The illusion of professional wrestling being real is gone.
So with that being said, let's get on the people that use their names and then trash people that use gimmick names. Let's get on that subject. Because yes, my character is a gimmick. But like he just stated, the illusion is gone already. You know what I'm saying? But there's guys, you know, yes, we need to keep the business to ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
there's certain things that's supposed to be dear to us.
In the words of Jim Cornette, kayfabe. Kayfabe.
Man, so with that being said, we are all characters in this business.
Yeah,
We are all characters.
yeah, 100%.
Once you get in front of that camera, once you get in that ring, you are performing. You done left that other person. I don't care if your name is
Joe Blow Kokomo.
Joe Blow, whatever. But you put a different name from Joe Blow to Joe Crack. Now you coming in with a t-shirt with holes, and no disrespect to that, the greatest worker of all time. You know who I'm talking
I know,
about.
I already know who you talking about. I already
Okay.
know who you talking about.
Okay. Y'all should know who I'm talking about too.
If not, watch Dark Side of the Ring.
Y'all
You
better
know who we
figure
talking
it
about.
out.
You know who we talking about.
But yeah, going back to what I'm saying, we are all characters. So no matter if you put your first name and put a last name to it, you still a character going into that ring.
Yeah.
My character is a pimp. I'm coming to that ring to be smooth, to be jazz-like, to get the fans behind me,
Yep.
to love me, to clap for me. Yes, I'm looking like I got an ego because I'm a pimp. I do got an ego. I've been on that corner. Now I'm in corporate. Now I'm suited and booted. I'm ready to go.
Suited and
Suited and
booted.
booted and ready to
You heard him.
go.
Suited
So
and
we all
booted.
there to entertain the fans. Don't come in the ring and thinking, oh, I'm real. I'm just me. If you're you, get your ass back home and watch TV again. And watch the guys who's going to entertain the crowd.
Go
Because just
entertain
being
the
you in the ring is kind of boring.
Well,
You just doing stuff and wrestling.
I mean-
and I mean, people wrestle. I mean, we there to wrestle, but we also there to entertain.
every wrestler, entertainer, worker, whatever. And when he stepped between the ropes, he is working his gimmick. Unless this dude really think like he's the Undertaker on the outside of the ring. But you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But inside the ring, like you can go by your real name, but still that's when they say is you turned up 1,000.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So if you're gonna take your real name, are you cranked up 1,000? Or you just you? I'm seeing a lot of guys using their names and just being them. I don't see no charisma. I don't see no flair. I don't see no entertainment. I just see
So what?
spots.
So basically, what you're saying right now is gimmicks are still important.
all I'm saying is gimmicks should be important.
It
It
should
should
be
be
important.
important because we are entertainers.
True.
We fell in love with this business because of gimmicks. Undertaker, back all the back in the 80s wrestlers. Are y'all kidding me? Y'all forgot that, and now y'all back and y'all here in the future like y'all just forgot about and trash and gimmick wrestlers. And I'm hearing that. But guess what? While y'all trash and gimmick wrestlers, I'm in the ring entertaining, doing my stuff. And they love it, getting over. And I don't have to do flips. All kinds of other flips and flips and flips. No disrespect to you. I know you do flips.
I can.
You can.
but
I don't.
I'm also like this. I can see if you come out like, Ricochet. His name is his gimmick. Ricochet indicates you bounce all over the place.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The man that gravity forgot, Pop, never, whatever
Yes.
you know
And
him at. Okay.
you see his
that's their
gimmick
gimmick.
at play.
That is their gimmick.
Right.
But if your gimmick is I'm athletic,
Let's see it.
so are 900 other indie wrestlers are athletic. You know what I mean? I kind of agree with you on gimmicks should be important, in wrestling, because here's the deal. Real name, no gimmicks only work for 80s wrestlers. Ricky Steamboat, you know what I mean? Even once you get up in the 90s, WCW, the home of straight professional wrestling, they started implementing gimmicks, giving wrestlers that didn't have a gimmick.
Yeah.
Case in point. Real name, no gimmick, but a gimmick. Diamond Dallas Page.
True story.
Real name, no gimmick, but gimmicked all the way.
Real name, but
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, that was DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, or Dallas Page, whatever his real name is, but that was him cranked up to 1,000,000.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if you gonna step in the ring and you gonna say, well, I'm not a zombie, I'm not a werewolf, I'm a guy that's in there to wrestle. Be that guy in there to wrestle, but cranked up 9,000. You know what I mean?
No disrespect to the guys with no gimmick, because I love, but you gotta be a straight wrestler. Let's see some wrestling. Let's see something. I'm getting tired of just seeing matches just blah. Now I'm talking about on the indie scene. It's just I've been seeing a lot of blah matches. Am I talking mess? I'm sorry, did I hit a subject? Y'all let me know. Comment on it.
Since you say blah matches,
Blah.
right? Blah,
Bland.
just blah. The crowd uninterested, none of
Not
that.
uninterested.
It with you. What with you make like to you? Like you and this dude in the ring, you know, after the match, y'all done had y'all match. What do you expect from your opponent having to have a good match?
What do I expect from him?
Yeah, to have a good match. What do you expect from him?
To get the crowd attention. No matter what he do, it's get the crowd attention. I'm gonna do my job between us two. But there's another job that my opponent need to do is get the crowd attention. Do your spots, but at the same time when you're doing your spot, look at the crowd. Tell them what's up. Hey, get the crowd involved. You can do your spots and no one's involved and everyone just blah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to get is when you plan a match
Yeah.
and it's just y'all two working straight wrestling, which is great. I've seen some great wrestling matches. If you're a great wrestler, then you put on a wrestling, that's awesome.
Wrestling clinics.
A
Yeah.
wrestling clinic, yes. And I love those. I love watching those. But most of the guys that do it don't know how to do that either. I'm just stating obvious.
I mean,
And then the
dig it.
fans will get it. They see it and don't understand it.
Don't understand. Now you spoke on spots right now. So I got a poll going on this show. You can vote. Call it in the ring or call it in the back.
Good question. Now, old school, always call it in the ring. Old school, you call it in the ring. You go by the crowd, whatever. Feed off the crowd. You feed off the crowd. You know, I've been in matches to where I've called in the ring, and I've always also been in matches to where they called everything, every spot. And you got wrestlers like that. So you
I'm
just
talking about for you.
for
Like,
me,
for you. I'm stepping in the
it
ring
goes
with
both
you.
ways. I can call it and I can
Which do you prefer?
call it. I prefer to call it in the ring. Only thing that should be called, which is important, is the beginning and end. That's it. Everything else in the middle is okay. It's whatever. But as long as we know how to get home, we good.
As long as you know how to get home.
As long as you know how to get home.
That's
Let's
what's-
get the crowd hot, and then let's get the crowd either hotter, like yay, or
dead in the whole thing. Boo.
boo, or they just shocked like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Like
They gotta be to the point to where they rise into the top, or they just straight down like motherfucker.
But they
Just
have to
pissed
have
off.
a reaction.
It has to have a reaction. No matter how trash of a match, and I've seen some trash match that had an awesome ending, which probably made me forget everything that happened in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, shit, what happened? Because that ending was so awesome, it was like, yay, good job.
Took the cake.
They took the cake, they took the bait.
So, you know, I rarely like talking about the big one, you know, the big WWE on, you know, here. But one thing I want to ask is if you can say growing up that you mimicked or you mimicked one wrestler, like when you first started off, when you was a baby in wrestling, when you was in the ring, what wrestler did you tend to mimic?
Probably that macho madness in the beginning.
Channeled your inner macho.
I was that madness
Ooh,
part. I
yeah.
was crazy. I get loud. You know what I'm saying? It was, yeah,
What about Macho Man? Because I can tell
the madness.
the madness just made you.
He was loony. He was out of his mind. But a control out of his mind. Like, I'm talking about as a fan.
Yeah.
When I watched it as a kid, like, oh my God, this man is crazy.
Yeah.
But I loved every minute of it. I loved it.
So growing up, Total P.I.M.P. Growing up in wrestling, Total P.I.M.P. channeled his inner macho madness. So, speaking of your inner macho madness, growing up, what was your favorite wrestling move as a kid? Like every time this move would hit, you'd be like, "Fuck yes!"
You know, the perfect plex, Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
I love that. And every time I do get a chance to perform it in the ring, I'll do it. I loved how he did it.
Every single time.
Every single time. Every single time. What's one time you didn't see that he failed on it? You tell me.
Nah, I can't. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Yeah. Hey, I just got the host, y'all.
Right? He stomped the host. But now, all we know in this wrestling thing, all things ain't glitz and glam. It ain't all fun and road trips and stopping at Buc-ee's and all that. It's a thing going on. You know, this speaking out movement. You know what I mean? Policing the business. You know, keeping our brothers and sisters in wrestling safe. How important to you is it to keep our brothers and sisters safe?
It should always be important to keep the sisters safe.
I mean, you know, not just, you know, our sisters go through.
I'm gonna take care of my brother in the ring. We're gonna be safe in the ring. The sisters need to be safe in and out the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
When we in the back, you know, when in the locker room, you know, there's co-ed, you know, men getting dressed, you got women getting dressed.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't always all the time have what you call the men talk.
Yeah.
I mean, there's women present. We can't always have our balls hanging. There's women present. We gotta be sensible in our thoughts.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, we gotta be aware of the other men who just staring like, hey, what up, mama? And you know who I'm talking about. I've seen it. I've seen it before.
I've seen it. But
You gotta watch out for them guys who just.
Now, when you see that, when you do that or you pick that up, do you blast them
hey,
on
what's
sight?
up, bro? Nah. Blast. I get that attention. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? You all right? You okay? All right. Talk to him.
Yeah.
And especially if she's bending over or getting dressed, I step in between. You all right, bro?
That's good.
Something. Start a conversation. I'm not trying to start a scene. I'm trying to get your attention. Like, hey, you know you're not supposed to be looking over there.
True. But see, it ain't now. It's getting to a point where it's not just the wrestlers that needs protecting. It's also the fans. I mean, you got wrestlers giving their personal information to social media to, you know, young girls and young boys and talking about, hey, you know, hit me up and all this dumb shit. You know what I mean?
And that's when we as workers need to start being professional and get all these other ones that's doing that out, because a lot of y'all are not being professionals. A lot of y'all just doing it for fun. A lot of y'all doing it just to get attention, probably bored. I mean, what's $20 gonna get you?
Right.
Okay. It all depends on the guy's intention.
I mean, intent is just as worse as acting upon. Cause okay, you find out that one of your homies, dude you thought you knew, thought you was partners, come to find out he's texting or sexting or doing what the fuck ever to an underage girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It happened.
How would you handle that situation? Like, this your partner, you done been in the locker room with him, he done been in the locker room with you.
Yeah, I just
he done
stopped
been
talking
around
to
your
him.
kids
I don't
and shit.
talk to him no more, so. I just stopped talking to him. I don't associate with him no more.
Just cut him off.
I,
But do you let others know, like, hey, this guy's this, or do you just be like, nah?
others should already know. I'm not gonna fight other people's battles, but if my inner circle is around this dude, I'm gonna let my inner circle know, hey, what's going on.
You gonna let them be in the dark about the situation.
Right. I'm never let my inner circle in the dark about any situation. And that should be about anybody else, your friends out there. Y'all inner circle. Be aware of that shit. Tell your inner circle about what's going on with other people. A lot of people don't do that.
Nah, they keep it to themselves.
They keep it to themselves.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's on them to find out.
Exactly. And that's how a lot of people get away with shit. Keep getting away with shit.
Keep getting away with shit.
Always gonna keep getting away with shit. Okay, go ahead.
One thing I do know, I myself did. I've never seen anybody get away from that shotgun boot. Never. Like, I've seen that shotgun boot from multiple angles. I got out of the way from it. I'm not gonna lie, because I knew what was up. You get hit with that boot, then you see little birds and stars. And I don't like birds and men, I don't want to see stars. So,
oh, wow.
So when you connect with that shotgun boot, how do you know, like, when you put it in their grill, how do you know he's done? He's done, he's not getting up.
How do I know?
How do you know?
When they falling.
When they falling, so you know they not getting up. What formulated you to, I know that I asked you before, you said you got long leg, this, that, and the third, but, what really formulated you to do the big boot? Because that wasn't your original finisher.
Well, I have long legs.
Besides that,
I think the big boot has always been my finisher. I don't think since day one of me being in the ring, since training days, it's always been the big boot for me. I try to think what my trainer said when I stepped in the ring with Prince Fortnite and Cobra and Renegade and all them guys. Yeah, y'all try to beat me up. But when I stepped in the ring and when I formulated my big boot, and I think Renegade, he was tall. So I really had to sell it. I had to sell it to hit them because I got tired of getting beat up. So there's one thing I know I can probably hit them hard enough to where they can feel it was my feet and my legs.
So you could catch EJ out there in the streets of LA back when he was a teenager kicking niggas in the face.
Oh, bro, no, they was all hands back in then. You kick somebody else, you gonna get beat up, bro. You niggas like coming from the hood, don't play that shit, nigga. You better have some hands.
So would you say coming from LA helped mold you into the man you are right now?
Oh, bro, like coming from LA, I wouldn't be me. I'll be somebody else because I've been through a lot. I seen a lot. Growing up back then was a lot, from seeing the LA riots to bro, I can say a lot of shit to where I had one of my good friends, one of my boys. He had game like Kobe Bryant. And
Mamba game.
Like, he had Mamba game. And he took me to a Clipper camp one year, to summer camp to play ball, and he outdid it. I was a basketball player back then, but I wasn't that good. I was good enough to get in the building. Let's put it like that.
I was just good enough to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
I was just good
but
enough.
Watching my boy ball, like, oh my God, he's about to be an NBA player. Yeah. But then again, come around the hood, and 3 days later, I'm seeing like, what up, boy? He go run up the block, he murdered a dude. This the thing about the hood is like, you get so wrapped up in the hood, your life priorities don't mean nothing. Your dreams don't mean nothing because the hood has swamped you. The hood has developed this mentality to black men, and there's a lot of black men now who's wrapped up in the society of like the East Side, where all the black people stay, of the ghetto.
Yeah.
We all come from the ghetto, the hood. So we're qualified like that. So when white folks go to the hood, oh, where that's why police are scared of us. That's why we get shot, because they already nervous.
Yeah.
No matter what hood, not my hood, every black hood. They scared, they nervous. Now, back when I was coming from, I was scared of gangs, gang members. That's what I was scared of. Nowadays, I'm scared of cops. I'm not scared of black folks no more. I love black people now.
I love black people now. You heard it here first. The Total P.I.M.P. love black people now. And I'm glad that we can earn your love, my dude. You feel me? I feel accomplished now that black people.
I'm glad. You're welcome. But all I'm saying, bro, I mean, I got jumped, I got shot at, I've been chased with guns. I've been doing a lot of shit. Black people and gang members. A lot of shit growing up.
And if you get a black gang member, oh my God.
I gotta take another drink, yo.
But I'm saying, that's a growing up in the streets of LA, growing up in the hood. I'm from, East Atlanta, East Side, born and raised. My statistic turned out different than yours. You know what I mean? But how important would you say discipline was to you? Discipline play, how big of a role did discipline play to get you up out of that situation?
A lot of discipline. I can see the difference between me when I was a kid and now with my kids, with my own kids.
Jesus.
With y'all own kids nowadays.
Jesus.
It's a whole lot of big difference. I mean, back then, we had to struggle. We had to
grind
to get what we get, to do what we do.
And we was happy to get it.
Appreciate it. Nowadays, these kids not appreciated. They spoiled little brats. I call my kids nerds. I'm the bully in my house. Because they ain't got no bullies in the streets like we have. We have bullies in the streets.
They all online now.
They bullies online, but they're not beating them up.
I'm not rooting for my kid.
It's a whole different.
Not room for my kid to get beat up. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I teach my kids how to fight.
My kids know how to fight. Trust me, my kids know how to fight.
I know. I know. Your son big as you is.
I mean, yeah, my son big, but I still call my son a nerd. I want to drop him off one day in my hood and see how he do. But that'll be like CPS get called.
You gonna come back and your son gonna have everybody in there playing Minecraft.
Niggas gonna be coming out reading like, oh my God, I didn't know that word.
Everybody building blue castles in there to cuz I can build this castle fast, cuz. But I'm saying though, like with the kids nowadays, and even though back growing up, you had to have that discipline to get up out of the situation that you was in, to get up out the hood in order to, so your kids can be nerds, so they can be away from the bullies, so so they can not experience the hardship that you experienced. You know what I mean?
Right.
And how did that discipline from growing up in the hood translate to getting you through training?
I guess me being religious, me going to church. I played ball and I went to church. I prayed to God.
So when did you start pimping? I'm just saying, you played ball.
Pimping came around when I became an adult.
Pimping for the Lord.
I was pimping for the Lord. But what got me out the hood, which is the subject, what got me out the hood, which I never gangbanged, because the only reason I didn't gangbang, the only reason why them gangbangers left me alone,
because he was a pimp.
Because I was a basketball player and I went to church. I got some religion in me. Yeah. Some gangbang. Even though I went through some shit with some gangs and got jumped, and gang members like, oh my God, it's some shit I don't even want to talk about.
We ain't got that much time.
I ain't got that much time for that story. I need to write a book.
You do. You write a book.
For real. But religion, church, and basketball, what got me here. But when I got an adult and became who I am, and because I had a sense of a mind, you know what I'm saying, and got jobs, and I got money, and then women started being around me.
You started pimping.
I wouldn't call it pimping for everybody else. Like,
oh, okay.
Pimping for myself.
It's called a gigolo. Normal people call it a gigolo.
Gigolo back in the day. We call it something else, man, right now. We call it being professional.
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation, yeah. What he just said.
What it is today. Well, man, now come the time of the show where I give my guests a chance to.
Before you even say that, I want to call out somebody.
Let them call out somebody. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
then.
I'm about to do this, bro.
Okay.
I think you know who I'm about to call out. So at this point,
before you get started with that, I'm not calling out nobody, but I'm not gonna stop him.
At this point, y'all better stop it and edit this out and send it to him. Someone send this part to him. Okay? Y'all finna know who I'm talking about. Because all of y'all who mostly know me calls me his name. And y'all probably thinking about who I'm talking about right now. And at this point of my life, I'm sick of it. So at this point, I want him to come to San Antonio, Texas. Meet me face to face. Because this has been my face since 1978. My mannerism has been me. Two,
okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, Mr. Dave Chappelle, yes, I'm calling him out. Because I get a lot of people saying that I look like him, I talk like him, my mannerism. No, fuck that. I've been me since day one. I am the P.I.M.P. So from now on, from right here on your podcast, whatever this is, I'm calling that man out. Somebody better send that man to this. Come to San Antonio, Texas. You can come to one of promotions, the AWR. Come to TWA. Somewhere in the wrestling business, and me and you, let's hashtag it out. I want to fight you for my face. I want to fight you for who I am because I'm getting tired. I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, you look like Dave Chappelle. Fuck you. Dave Chappelle look like me.
Oh, my goodness.
Wherever you at, Mr. Dave Chappelle, come to San Antonio, Texas. My name is Total P.I.M.P. I challenge you in the ring to fight me, to do whatever you need to do to come to here to San Antonio, because I'll be ready. Because I want my face back. I want it back. And I'm getting sick of everybody talking about me, you here. I'm tired of it. Okay, this your show. I'm done. Call him.
You heard it right here, man. The Total P.I.M.P. has officially challenged Dave Chappelle to a one-on-one match inside the ring for his face. If you know Dave Chappelle, if you're watching, man, hit the link below. Let it be known the Total P.I.M.P. is calling out Dave Chappelle. Now I'm going to give the Total P.I.M.P. chance to tell Dave Chappelle where he can catch him at in the upcoming weeks and months.
Mr. Dave Chappelle, y'all can catch me on Instagram at Total P.I.M.P. Total Pimp, okay? Want me to say it again, Mr. Dave? Total P.I.M.P. For everybody else, all my fans out there for AWR, I'll be at the in Lockhart, June 26th for the Bring It On show. Hey, Dave, you want to come? I'll be there with my face. Okay? Anyway, anybody else want to contact me? Go to Instagram. If you ain't got an Instagram, then what are you doing with your life? Because that's where I'm at. Okay, go ahead.
All right, man, we going to get on up out of here, man. This has been another episode of Kicking It Strong with the Total P.I.M.P., man. You love him. You know him. You cheer for him. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see the Total P.I.M.P. go one-on-one with Dave Chappelle in any ring near you. We about to get up out of here. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and share, subscribe, and share. We out.
I'm rich too, bitch.
Cut.
In this world, in my balls and my word. Chain breaking, never nobody keep it trill, you heard. See the slim in this bitch, look, but